So we all heard about the loneliness epidemic, right? Going all across America, how Americans, or people in general, they just feel more lonely. More in men, right? But I'm not here to talk about which side is more lonely or not. That's stupid. For right now, I'm gonna talk about people who feel lonely in general. I feel like a lot of the time, being lonely can seem like a bad thing. But to me, it can be quite the opposite. It's all about perspective. Because you can still feel lonely in a group of people. I mean, some of you might have experienced this, right? You're in a group of people trying to conversate with them, and they'll like give you a half-assed response or pretend like you're not even there, or completely ignore you in the conversation. So it's not about being around people that makes you less lonely. If anything, you could still feel lonely in a group of people. What we're lacking is deep and meaningful connections with other people. That is what makes you lonely, when you don't have any deep and meaningful connections with other people. That is just part of the problem. There's layers to this shit, man. One of the first points I want to point out is that we got to learn how to be in our own company. Because if you think about it, 25 years ago, before phones were portable in your pockets, right? And before I was even a thought in my dad's ball sack, people didn't hear news stories about celebrities or about what happened across the country or overseas that often. Or if they did, it was through television, but it wasn't portable with them, right? It wasn't like we were always on our phones like we are now, at work, at school, at home. We carry around a portable internet device that, quite frankly, gives us all and any information. While that's good, it can also be bad because it drives people's anxiety more. You've seen that shit too, where anxiety has gone up. Why? Because we're on our phone most of the time, most of the day. I can guarantee you your average screen time is at least 4 hours. And back in the day, we were in our own thoughts. The world was a lot smaller because we weren't able to connect with people all around the world or see what's happening all around the world. But like I said, that's just part of the problem because, quite frankly, you can regulate that. You just don't want to. You got to learn how to regulate your time on your phone. Learn how to have time for yourself, man. Drop your phone for once. Go outside. Start working on yourself. Stop worrying about things that are out of your control. Too many of you worry about things that are out of your control and are not doing anything to try and fix your own personal lives. Alright, that's point number one. And if you're like me, you're trying to be on this self-improvement journey and you want to quit your bad habits like partying, drinking, smoking, or anything that takes away time and effort from your goals. A lot of people at the age of 25, they want to quote unquote live their life. I'm not here to change anybody's lifestyle. What I am here to do is help question yourself and ask you, why are you doing this? What benefit does it give you? Is it the fact that you forget about your problems in the moment? Is it that it helps you feel more numb to the stresses of life? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but life ain't gonna get any easier. And if you keep on with just drinking and smoking and trying to forget all your problems, brother, you're gonna have a hell of a mountain to climb when your problems keep on stacking. Because your problems are only going to get bigger. You got to get good at problem solving as early as you can. That way you can set up your life for the future. Because if all you're doing is pushing your problems away for the future, you're never going to get at it. Before you know it, you haven't done shit with your life. That's what I see a lot of people do nowadays. They just push their problems away. They tell me, oh, Rudy, but I need Zah to help me go to bed. I need Zah to help me focus. I need Zah to find myself. I'm like, bro, you can do all that shit without Zah. It's like people who go to parties for only alcohol, right? And then people are like, how do you have fun at parties without alcohol? By having fun, right? There's many other forms of having fun. Your form of having fun might be different from another person. Another person might have fun reading, riding their bike, playing basketball, doing activities, and other people might not. Simple as that. So that's why I don't get when people are like, how do you have fun without alcohol? By having fucking fun. You don't need any of that stuff to help you out, right? That's just a benefit of life, right? Spending time with people that, quite frankly, most likely aren't bringing any benefit into your life. That's my second point I want to get into. Having the right people around you. I talked about this in my previous video. Check it up here if you want. Where I say that having the right people around you is the key to helping you stay on track. Because if you just hang around with people who are potheads, alcoholics, love to go clubbing every weekend, guess what they're gonna call you every time for? Hey bro, let's go to the club. Let's go hotbox my car. Hey bro, let's go do this and this and that. You're always gonna be influenced by the people you hang around with. And if you choose to hang around the wrong people, then you're never gonna achieve anything. You don't gotta cut them off, but what I am encouraging you to do is to make new friends that have similar goals as you. That if you wanna get into a certain major, make friends with people in that major. If you want to start improving in the gym, go to the gym, just be friendly to the people there, and over time they'll be able to help you out. People in the gym are always super fucking friendly, man. They'll be able to help you out. And guess what? They'll keep you on track to your goal. Your friend that loves to go to the gym, he'll call you and he'll ask, "Hey Rudy, did you go to the gym? What did you hit? How long were you there? Have you ate your macros yet?" Or if you want to get a study partner, "Hey man, did you study? Did you turn in the assignment? Or do you want to work on it together? Let's go do it at my house." You'll get different calls. You might get still called to go to the club, to go do whatever. Yeah, at least you know it's not every fucking weekend, or it's not every time that they call you. Because the majority of the time, they're benefiting you. They're helping you out. That's point number 2. We can be around the wrong people that don't care about you. There are a lot of people out there that will just use you for what you have, or because they just love to manipulate people. I've seen people like that. That shit is crazy to me. People will use you just because they want to feel power over another human being. So have some self-worth, man. And that ties back to number 1, which I'll end off with this. Be okay with being lonely. And learn to discover yourself. Ask yourself deep and meaningful questions, man. Find your identity. Find who you are. Because if I asked you right now, who are you? You would just tell me your name. You wouldn't tell me, "My name is Alex. I'm someone who's disciplined, who loves to work hard, tries his best day in and day out, etc., etc." Because for me, I know now I'd already have an answer for them, because I've dug deep into myself and worked on myself enough to where the point I feel confident in telling people who I am now. That's why I made this channel, right? I might get some people that laugh at me, but oh well, guess what? The only one benefiting off this channel is me, not them. And if they got something to say, then they can say it. I'll listen. If it helps me, I'll take it. If it doesn't, I don't need it. Learn to be okay with yourself and ask yourself deep and meaningful questions like, why are you doing what you're doing? Who are you doing this for? Are you doing this for yourself, or are you doing this to impress other people, to impress your family, to impress your friends, to impress people that don't even know you, nor do they care about you? Do I need a change? And if so, what do I have to do to change? Who do I have to become in order for me to achieve the goals that I want to achieve? Those are the questions you should be asking yourself. I can guarantee you most of you have not asked yourself that question. And that's okay. Why? Because we were never taught this. We were never taught this in school, how to find our identity, how to define who we are, how to set goals, how to chase them, how to set up our future. But guess what? You can't be blaming other people for your current situation. If you're old enough, if you're out of high school, everything is in your hands now, brother. You can't blame nobody else. You're a grown adult. Get your shit together, man. You can do it. Learn to think for yourself. Learn to be mindful. Meditate more. Journal more. Write more. Read more, man. Educate yourself. Because nobody's going to do it for you. And if you can't do it for yourself, how are you going to better your life? How are you going to get out of your depression? How are you going to get out of where you're at the moment? You can't achieve the goals that you want if you're the same bum that you are right now, bro. You got to kill this version of yourself right now and create a new version so you can achieve the goals that you set out to achieve. So look, this video is getting a little long. I wanted to keep it under 10, but it's fine. I'll leave you all with those 3 steps, right? Learn to be your own company. Make better friends that make better life decisions so they can help you make better life decisions. Number 3, learn to find yourself, to identify yourself, and ask yourself deep questions, man. Work on yourself. Face your problems that you have, your trauma that you've grown up with. You gotta stop being a victim to that shit. That's what's holding you back. I can tell you that because that's what held me back from creating this channel for so long. And that's why I want to help as many people as I can get out of that place, man. Because I've been there. And I don't want any of you all to be there anymore. And if you love yourself, you wouldn't want that for yourself as well. So get up, get the work done, think for yourself, and let me know what you thought, alright?